Let's get it going. Everybody, this is a very, very special episode of the Carrying the Culture Show. It's your boy Jamal, like Jamal, but with a T. And like I said, it's special because it's episode buck 50. And so because it's a special episode, it's 150. Gotta have a special guest, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that means something to me on here. And so, you know what I'm saying? We got a man, Dirty Jers, Artifacts, Brick City, Elder Sensei in the building. Back to chopping.
I'm artifact everything today. I had to come on represent the right way.
Yeah, you repping.
Had that attitude with the jersey, everything today. I see things on there I don't like on the IG. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it. So
we're gonna talk about that.
yeah, we about to get into a lot of shit. But before we do, man, I really wanna give you your flowers, man. I wanna say publicly a few things before we get started. You know what I'm saying? I've publicly said I don't like a lot of these rap dudes. Like, meet these cats and shit is sour. I don't fuck with a lot of them. And I can honestly say that you're the most solid dude I know in this shit, man. In this industry, and I consider you a good friend. And so it's important. I mean, and I was looking back, I was like, damn, it's been like 7 years. And I was like, we've linked up for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Different projects, put money in each other's pockets. And
right. We tried a lot of things, been on the road, Cali, Detroit.
And you've always, here's the thing, yo, L's always been of the highest character in everything we've ever done together and stuff like that in our dealings. And, you know, I value our friendship and I've never speak anyone speak ill of you ever, yo. And so I just want to say, man, L is one of the good guys. Like he really is. I did a survey on my page one time where I said, you know, I'm always complaining about rappers, whatever. Tag or share about somebody that's one of the good guys in this shit. And you overwhelmingly came up, man. Like everybody. Like, oh, you know, I'm mad at me signed all my shit. He did this. You know what I'm saying? Worked with me, feature, whatever. Like, and so I just want to say that publicly, man. People need to hear it, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know what I mean?
But I appreciate all the love because I would say being in this for as long as I have, you meet a lot of people, you fall out of friendship with a lot of people, but in my court, I haven't had any bad blood, anything like that, no beefs. So I'm fortunate for that. Hopefully I've been fair to a lot of people in business and doing this rap shit. And I've made a lot more friends doing this than I have made any. So,
yeah.
You know, it's not hard to do. I tell everybody just music. We're doing music that is harmful. It's all according to how you roll, you know. And I think that it's easy to be the person I am because everybody that rock with me are kind of like relatable, all the same. You know, just that I happen to be the dude on the block that everybody know that rhyme, and I'm accessible. I'm not an asshole. You meet a lot of assholes in this shit, man. So I try to keep that. I have no reason to be that. So
yeah,
I'm trying to be friends, man.
Yeah, no, so I just want to say I appreciate it, man. I mean, it's you're a bright spot in this shit, man. Because, you know, I mean, like you said, meet a lot of cats, and like walk away like, ew, like fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And
pay attention to all the songs I ever heard, and I think about Google the most. But he had that shit where he talking about cats come up to him, spitting all in his face. But that happens is that people have their moments. So in this, I've learned that even myself, I have moments when I do a lot of these songs with everybody and do features. You know, it's all in how you treat people, and a lot of things I get because of the way I treat them is the same. I'm not no better than the next MC. I just try to get my work done and work with a lot of good people. That's how I get to travel. That's how I get to, branch out all through my career. And then just have an open mind and know who you're working with.
Yeah, definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, one of the good guys. So definitely just wanted to share that. We got a lot to jump into, man. So first of all, normally we catch up usually during the summer at some point. I've been like in the woods all summer, man, just hibernating and shit. But I've been
in the woods.
But now I'm itching and shit. I'm like, damn, I ain't really go to no shows or nothing like that. So normally we catch up and stuff on something. But how's your summer going? So you know what I'm saying? Like what you been getting into this summer?
I've just been working, getting a lot of things prepared for the fall, because a lot of times for me, the fall is when I do most of my work, just like in the spring. Summer, it's kind of like work mode. So getting preparation for a lot of these projects that's coming out. Um, Immediately, I'm just waiting for the test person to come back. Me and Ment Plus new album, The Unexpected. So that's coming the soonest out of everything. So other than that, I guess I can say now, because we're a little bit into it. My brother Kick Beats from LA. Me and him have been working on a little project over the last couple of years. And this project only came from being at people's studios, my man Chino XL, my brother Oi 100. A lot of times when me and Tank was working on that album with Buck, when we would finish the session, I would just play a track. Most of the tracks I played was from Kick. So like we did two joints. Me and Tank got for this project. And it's also a joint with John Robinson, Elo Kush, and Tumek from Visionary. So this album is more like a compilation of all these songs that we've been doing over the years, where I've been places where it was recordable and I would play the beat and we just get into it. So a lot of these songs that was just we was hanging out with Keith Murray, that came about. A lot more names on the record, but it's going to be a compilation of joints. I'm on the majority of the songs, but it's other people that have solo songs. But this is a Kick Beats compilation where I told him, I said, look, man, you got enough joints to put together a project. Let's actually do something real. And the dude plays beats, plays and samples, but it's mostly playing, but it's ridiculous. I'm happy to be a part of this record. So when y'all get it, when y'all hear it, y'all not going to be mistaken on what I'm saying right now, because I'm telling you now, it's going to be a dope ass record.
You stay working, and I had here, man, like, real quick. I mean, like, you are, in my opinion, one of the hardest working dudes I've ever seen in my life in this shit, man. And I tell everybody, I'm like, yo, when people talk to me about promo and marketing or whatever, anything, I'm like, yo, go to Elza Sensei's page and do what he does. I said, just do what the fuck he does. I said, if you go to his page, it's music, 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 where he's at, you know what I'm saying? Who he's with, what he's doing, you know where he's at all times. Drop in a family pic here or there. It's music. It's no fucking Henny bottles anywhere. No, like, I got this gas. None of that shit. Like, it's music, always working. Merch game on point. You know what I'm saying? Organized. And that's one thing. Yo, the thing I appreciate about you, though, one of the things I appreciate about you the most is you're punctual. And
Before we got started.
what's that?
I just want to make sure I'm ready.
Punctual. Like that's you know, in this game, we know that's like what, you know what I mean? Cats get in the studio and don't start working until 3 hours later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then you still got other stuff to worry about doing. So I knew this. We tried to do it last week, and according to the powers that be, and we're here today. So I just want to make sure that I'm on point with knowing the time, and it's just being like this on a regular, just even when having a job. So this is a job as well.
It's a job.
So just be ready.
Exactly. As we keep going here, man, I definitely want to remember Chino XL. Passed away, you know what I'm saying? Rest in power. You knew him better than I did, but he really touched me in terms of over the past few years. And just, as I said, my post, he just encouraged me to keep doing this.
And that's who he was, bro. That's who he was. I mean, like, people got to understand when you come from where we come from, the hip hop circle is very small. We all started off doing the same thing. I remember Chino being a Zulu, and my man Vega, Gary, was in the group, and I knew him more from being a friend. And then we all turned into these MCs. We all turned into our alter egos. To see all of us do this was dope, because we all came in one at a time in the neighborhood. So people that don't know, me and my brother Chino went to the prom together at Montclair High School. We both was dressed up to the nine. We shared a paper limo together. We got fitted together. So that was a life moment where it didn't have nothing to do. We wasn't nothing. Wasn't no artifacts. Wasn't no Chino XL. It was just us rhyming in the neighborhood, but knowing each other. We just happened to go to the prom with the people with best friends. So that night was crazy, you know, and to know that we turned into these MCs later on in life. And I would see him on the road. I saw him in Paris 2006. Me and OC was on tour. And we happened to be doing a show at the Elisa Memorial, and it was a big show. So, my man, Jack Brown, Luke Pack, Jack was there. And we had like Sway, Tech, Revolution, you know, watch out. It's crazy. That's when we found out his real name that tour when we was in the hotel checking in. We didn't believe that was him. So we like, wow, okay. So once we saw Chino at this sound check, this was before the show. We all just chilling. And he saw me, you could see him light up. He told Sway the whole story, what I just told you about the prom. Sway was crazy confused. He was like, so y'all know each other? Like, yeah, before music, bro. We grew up in the same neighborhood. So he thought that was dope because we had a connection more than just music. And then we go on stage and body it like that. Had an after party the next day. But like moments like that, you cherish because, like I said, I knew him as my friend, you know, and more than a friend than seeing him as an MC. This dude helped me in times where I had issues where I needed to do what I needed to do. Him and his family helped me out with that. And they know, you know, exactly what I'm talking about, even without me saying it on here. But like, I watched them battle cats. We used to go to Clipper Scott High School in the neighborhood, and we used to do talent shows at their school. I went to East Orange High School across town from them. So this school he went to at Scott was like a different world, like a TV show. So like, you go to my school, it ain't as pleasant. Ain't as good. Ain't as good, man. So at their school, Clipper Scott had all the girls. Everything was organized, and everybody was fly. They went to that school. Middle class kind of neighborhood, but not everybody I knew that went there, their parents had bread. So that was a whole totally different school. So we used to go in there just to perform. So this is me and Tane first got together. This is like right out of me getting out of high school. We doing, you know, shows all over the city. And just so happened that night, Gino was there. He saw me and Tane for the first time there at his school perform. So we saw him after the show. We all talking. It was raining outside. So, like I said, this is neighborhood stuff that's happening. So, like when I saw that, it broke my heart. You know, because I know him more as a friend, and you know, I saw him on the road with Poison Pen and Immortal Technique, and we was always just, you know, geeking about that because we doing shit that we didn't think we was gonna do. I'm seeing him in situations where I'm at, where we like, wow, look how far we came.
Oh
You
yeah.
know? This is off of having record deals, not having record deals, and just surviving. Just really, really surviving in this shit, and that's what we all are doing right now. But that's what he was doing to leave here from Jersey and go out there to LA, go to the West Coast, and make a name for himself even there, more than what he was doing at home.
Yeah.
So it was always that, like, and I'm sure with him, it's just like with us. When you come from here, it's not that you not thinking about being in, you know, the trenches with your homies from Jersey. But like all Jersey MCs know, you gotta get out. You gotta get out. He got out in a way where he felt as though, you know, these cats wanted him there. They received him.
Facts.
He,
Facts.
he had a second life out there. Where it's like here, he wouldn't have got that same love, the same energy from here like that. You know, because they saw him come from here, they're like, wow, okay. And for him to migrate there, that was dope to see and travel all over. This dude made a name for himself on his own. And that's how you pretty much are in this industry, especially you coming from the era we come from. Dudes in their 50s, rocking like we still in our 20s and
Oh
20s
yeah.
and 30s or whatever.
Hell
So,
yeah.
like, you know, it was hard. It was hard to match what he was bringing, even still at this time frame.
Yeah, nah, man. And you made a good point just about the friendship there. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't, you know, of course, without saying it's dope MC, but like, it was really about like, you know what I mean. He was like the friendship, the encouragement and stuff, and that, I mean, he touched me as a, you know, and really was just very heartfelt in terms of how he dealt with me. So I mean, I
Right.
just really appreciated that more than the, you know what I'm saying, than the, I mean, it's equally with the
I mean,
music. So yeah, it's,
I saw that in the interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people open up, they only open up because they trust the person that they're opening up to.
mm,
So I always told you, you're like an outlet for a lot of cats that may not have the words and attitude and emphasis to put it out there. But then when you are comfortable to say what you want to say, that's what I saw in this interview with you. You know, and it's not a lot of times you get to see that out of him or a lot of us when we talk. So you know, I saw that in him. I saw him in a lot of interviews like that. Like, once you figure out what your purpose is, and when you are this person to a lot of people who maybe not as gifted as you are, you get to see how much effect you have on people when they get to actually talk to you as a person, not just as an interviewer. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you get to pull the goodness out of the people that you're talking to.
yeah,
Because they understand the person that's listening, people that's out there listening to us right now, you know, it's all in how much you trust the person that you're talking to put
right,
out what your feelings are. Because a lot of times, a lot of people's words get twisted. A lot of things that people might say get out the wrong way. So in this way, you know, he was comfortable. So
yeah,
it's no different than
yeah,
me. So it's not a lot of platforms that you can go on like that where you can, like, you know, spit your game or unleash your
yeah.
feelings.
And I appreciate you. Yeah, rest in peace to him, man. It's a big loss for the game, for you
Yeah,
know,
that's
heart goes out
even good.
to friends, family, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Um, yo, um, we're in an election year, so I'm not going to talk politics, but I am going to ask you to put you're the president of hip hop, right?
Yeah.
What's your State of the Union address of hip hop right now? L walks to the podium and like, what do you see? Good, bad, ugly, whatever. Like, just the whole shit in a nutshell.
I always say the same thing. Uh, it's all about what you want to put out there. You know, there's a lot of people, a lot of artists out here. There's a lot of artists right now, new and old. We see the older cats putting out more music than the youth, and you've seen the transition over the last few years, where you see less and less of the ratchet, and you see more people catching on and say, "Okay, I understand what the job is," because they also got to understand. I always remember before I told you, this music game to me is like Jurassic Park movies. They have these hybrid monsters they put out there, thinking that's the hot thing to do, mixing all the chemicals together, all the and so that's the new thing. But in that movie, what they had to do before the end of the movie, they had to go back and get the old T-Rex, bring them out, fight the new dude. This is how the music is today. You got young cats walking around being the new dinosaurs, but then you got still these older cats stomping through, coming out with joints. So I love it. You know, I love it because this is the thing that is with music. It's timeless. It don't matter how old you get, as long as you make timeless music. You make that music that people want. And we seeing that in Beat and Common. We seeing that in Kim's album. We seeing, you know, I see Snoop with Primo. I just see all this stuff. Give you hope. Give you hope because it's like now, hopefully, these young dudes understand, like, yo, look, you can't escape it, bro. We done hit 50 years, now we're at 51. And I would say over the whole year that we got to 51, a lot has happened. I don't care if you're talking about Kendrick and Drake, you talking about, but on the road, you see a lot more of us on the road where you go to these shows. I don't care if you're in Brooklyn, you go to Canada, you go all over the state, or you see nothing but throwback cats doing shows.
Yeah,
This is the trusted serum that has got to be in the vein. People that has won stuff like us, and it's out there, and you see it. So for everybody that questioned if hip hop was dead, it's not. It's prevalent, and labels are paying attention. Distribution companies are paying attention. It's all in just bridging that gap. I think the gap has gotten a lot smaller over the last few years because you see the more prominent people active. It's about being active in the right way musically, that you tapping in. You know, tapping in now just like you tapping with guitar. You going everywhere. Everything is tappable, so the music got to be the same way. And if cats really understand what's happening, if your music is quality driven, you're gonna get a chance.
Yeah.
Now, no matter how old you are, because people understand it, like, yo, you got these older white dudes doing tours, and some of them start to stop because as the older you get, you gotta stay, present to be on stage, but you start to see the transition. You know, even if it goes into the youth, I think it's got to be gradual. It's just like having veteran players on the bench when you're going for the championship. You need that experience. So that's what's happening right now. I love it because it makes it better for cats that's really participating to be out there and, actually having music being bought.
You usually have a more positive outlook, and so that's one thing I appreciate about you. The one thing I will say about you mentioned that there's more older cats doing shows like you know what I'm saying, which I think is there. But I will say this, man, I'm not one who just wants to hear throwback shit all the time. And like for instance, like Kang, like when he performed, like he does the same set. Like I know it by heart. Like set it off. I mean, I know the whole shit.
Right.
And it's like, and so my complaint there is like make new music. You know what I mean? That's the thing I appreciate about you. Like you are making new music with new artists, making music with my friends. Like so, and I think that's what's dope. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me just complaining a little bit. Like if you still because cats still got it, yo. And as always says, you get older, you should get better because you got more stuff to talk about. Vocabulary should be better, life experiences. So I don't want to hear ain't no half stepping no more. Out like I'm sorry, man. Like,
And I know he got joints. He did a lot, live music, stuff like that he can do. So I understand where you're coming from because that's the safe way for the cats that really coming that's in his age group. You know, a lot of the people that are coming to his show might not want to hear no. I want to hear the shit I want to hear. I was just at a show, downtown Newark, and when KRS got on, dudes like, yo, joints, the only joints. People knew it was only so much time they had to see him, so they didn't want to hear none of teaching, none of this talking. They're like, yo, joint, let's go. We only got like maybe an hour, 45 minutes. So, but when you got to do like him, people expect that. A lot of cats, show up at a lot of these older cat shows, and they dress up different than how we would probably dress coming in. So it's a mixture. But most of the people that's going to come there much older than us. So I think that he may be trying to keep it in the pocket a little bit. But I hear you because it's songs that I might want to hear that he might not do, but I know what's going to be the favorite. It's the same with all of us. But with me, because I'm doing music now, and with a lot of cats that are doing music today that have like Craig G. I see people saying Craig name, he's a perfect example. Craig is still out there, making new music and doing the show, so he'll mix it up. So, I think that's part of a lot of it, but it's an advantage for the people that, I don't know if I'm frozen, I see, but okay, we're good. I see some glitchy shit happening.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he said it's because the audience is 40 to 50. I'm 48. I want to hear new music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm telling y'all now, like I want to hear new music. If you still rhyming, I want to hear new music. Otherwise.
That's why I can appreciate Rakim, and he do most of the production, a lot of the cuts and stuff like that. So it's like to know that he came with it like that, and I didn't hear all of it yet, but to know that that content is there because of him mostly, and coming across in a way where he's like, yo, look, I want to show not just the rhyming part. Let me show you how I can do cuts, I can do some beats too, and to know the stuff that he already did, playing the drums on Know the Legend. I'm like, wow, like only if he's because he said it, that's why we know.
Yeah, and so, I just heard that somebody asked him about the production. He said he did the production on like 80% of his.
Yeah, that was a Crocodile podcast, right?
Yeah. So yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I mix it up. I mean, I want to hear the classics. So obviously, man, I've been on a number of your shows with you and stuff like that. Yeah, you mix it up. If you go to a show, if I'm at a show with you and you don't do your part of wrong side of the tracks, I'm gonna
Right.
choke you out.
And
But
that'd be the last.
we fight.
That'd be the last song I'm gonna do. Because as soon as you step on stage, dude's like, wrong side of the track. Like, I mean,
Of course, yeah,
let's get to it. But
yeah.
definitely
That was
because I have a solo career, and this is the dope thing about what me and Tang did when we was, doing what we was doing. Even with our breakup, it was a gift and encouragement when we got back together because we were able to do our songs as far as a group. And he could do his solo songs, I could do my solo songs. So this is what people began to expect when we were doing these shows. And why not? Because that's what our catalog is. So we learned to like, damn, okay, we can make the show longer and we go get out of it what we want and still do the shows as the group was already set. So I think that's like, like Smith Wesson. Another perfect example. They put out music all the time. So when they're doing their shows, they might not do a lot of the new songs, but they'll do them. And then be like they'll do one verse or something like that, just to let people know, yo, we got new music out and we still do the classics. So it's a mixture. So people that buy new music now can appreciate it a lot more when they see they show what they add.
exactly. Or let's keep it moving. What change, if you could like wave a magic wand, what change would you make immediately in hip hop and say a universal law?
It's not a lot of change, but I would like to see a lot more remixes be done where it's not the track, the original track. Like change it, make the song a whole lot different, a new song. That's one thing I would like to see. Just a lot more activity and that. I like this fact that we can now press a lot more records. So I don't have a wave a wand like that. That is happening right now. There's a lot of people now being able to press their own music and pay for it themselves. Go to these pressing companies. I'm about to do the same thing. That's a good thing right now that's happening that we all can delve into if you're willing to make the sacrifice and invest. So I would like to see a lot more cats dive into that because it's not as hard as y'all may think. So if y'all, interested in doing music for yourself, you can sell it yourself and you can sell it to the distributor and they can copy from you. And, that's how you really know your work now today. So I would like to see a lot of cats doing that. A lot of cats do more preparation and care into the projects. As you can see, with a lot of the releases that have been coming out, there's been a lot of quality music coming. And because cats are taking their shit serious, because they know with this, because even if we don't like it, Spotify shit count, all these things count. So I tell a lot of people, when you're doing records either with a label or you're doing it on your own, still invest in your project because it's only going to go as far as you want. So don't sit there and wait for these labels to do a lot of this stuff for you. I know y'all all know it's outlets that you can pay money for, whether it be $400 to $800. Put your money into it. You know what I'm saying? I like to see a lot. I'm seeing a lot more people invest their money into merch. That's where it goes to. It's really all in promo, but you can make money at the same time. And this is like being a drug dealer, just doing it with music. It's how your quality product goes out there is as much as you present it, people gotta want it and you gotta put it in their face. It's no different than giving them samples out, let them taste it, see what it's about, and then come with the full package and know. And there's a lot of people doing it. So I can say a lot of the ones and things magically I want to happen are really just self-driven and like the people. My man DJ Tech one cat I know that does his music, makes it, presses it, sells it. He don't press a whole bunch of records to go out at once. It could be 100, it could be 50, but he sell them shit, get them out there, flip it, make more. So these are the people that you look for when you're trying to do projects with that got consistency and they have a vision and know what they want to do. These are people you tap into. And my man Shabam still out there, always consistent working, keep putting projects out, never be discouraged. This is what I like to see in my friends because we all doing the same thing. So like magically, the magic might not be as, it just I just like cats going for
Yeah, yeah. Craig J just shared he's got a new album coming out in October.
it. Okay, Craig.
With
Okay, Craig. See, look, he heard me.
The World is Cooked, Chubb Rock, Freeway, DB Alias Christ.
Nice.
All right, you know what I'm saying?
See,
So,
that's what I'm talking about.
so yeah. I mean, you got to do both. I mean, yeah, like I post Duck Alert like it's going out of style, but I still,
Word.
you know, like, but I still, I want to hear.
And remember me and Craig got to join my man Amadeus, 360. Shout out to him. We did the Sixes How remix last year. Shot that video, and doing stuff like that. That's what keeps the boat floating.
Yeah,
It's not just about doing a one project record, but I mean a whole project. But once you do something where it's like people know Amadeus got heat, you just put the
yeah.
verses on there and had a dope ass quality video, and it worked.
Yo, plug. He telling you about the project, about the joint now. It dropped. It was like 2 years ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
2022.
Craig plugged me with him. He's like, yo, who can I get? He said, yo, call my man L. Send him my verse. He didn't tell me once he told me the job, what the MO was, what we had to do. I was like, stay beside, remix again, and it was easy. He already had his verses done, so I had a good blueprint to grow from.
Word. So yes, joints out.
Yeah.
Yo, just keep it going. What's your definition of success in this game? Because I think it's different for everybody. For some people, you know what I mean, and no matter what it is, I think it's different for everybody. And you seem like, I don't know, like I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you seem, I won't say content, but like you seem at peace in a lot of ways. I don't know if that would be the right way to say it, but there's a lot of cats out there that are in your demographic of rhyming, and cats are bitter and upset and angry and just whatever. So like, what is success like for you? What in this game?
I would hope to think that it's the same as all my other peers that's on here. When you go to the lab and put a project together and promote it, and once you put it out there to the world, it's out there. You hope that it is able to walk like a baby and start growing and people accept it. The success for me is when people do accept it and they start confident, and the follow through is the thing that I love because I'm seeing that they see it. I see the reflection in the sales. I see the reflection in how they receiving it. So with every project, you're supposed to go higher. So I would hope to think that a lot of the stuff that we're doing to have it actually work. I had a conversation with a few people about this, and the success part is when it actually comes out. And you see that it's really reaching people that not just from where you're from, but like all over the planet. So you see this, and that's it for me. Like a lot of things come with, being able to go on tour. I would say that one thing that was successful for me, a record that we put out, me and Sadat did Excel. I felt like that was like the right way. And we had not a lot of tools to make that shit blow up. But I saw what we was able to do just with what we were doing, and people actually helping us. So we had like 6 videos for that project. Most of them we didn't pay for because we did either barters or favors, but see the reaction that people had on what we were doing. That was the successful part. But to go to Europe, do an XL tour, travel across the state just off this record, and it's still selling digitally, even when the record sold out. So I always try to let people know, even though the record ain't out, like it's out, y'all can still buy it. It still makes a difference. Sale is the sale. So when that happened, I saw even Sadat's reaction to it because of a lot of the projects we were putting out solo wise. He had said in the interview he didn't have an expectation of the record. Not saying doing good, but just at all. He was so. In the interview, I said to him, "See, that's what happens when you get together with people like-minded and powers alone. That makes it grow. Because if he didn't have an expectation for it, I did. I knew I'm like, dude, I'm a fan of you. I know what your music catalog is, and we putting this together. I knew people knew that saw this working before we even put it out.
Yeah.
So once he saw the traction we got from it, he said, you know what? This shit really can work. I said, yeah, we put work behind it and actually promote it. Of course, we are best people to promote the record. Even when we have merch, we are our best mouth.
Of course.
Because we already who we are. So when you put out this music and actually it's dope, people actually, oh shit, okay, they was really serious with doing this project. So he saw the reaction people got from it. I was happy that he was happy. And then we get to move on. I was glad me and Shane got to put the record, just to even put that record out with Buck. All the shit that was going on for it to actually come out. And people still that they bought the record and playing it. That's success for me. Because it don't have to be, we both know, and we all know on here, it ain't going to sell 1 million copies. We in the world where we got to be realistic. So a lot of these things that might happen when we like surprised, like, hey, oh shit, we didn't have no idea. It wouldn't even be like that. So like to get approval from people like DJ Eclipse when they play these records on the radio for us, that shit matters. Because we know a lot of people listening to them on the show. And a lot of people that submitting music get to hear the music too, along with everybody else, and they have to listen because it's gonna come out. So this is the successful part for me when you actually get to. And I said it in the song I got coming out. We're making music that's really coming out. A lot of people make music and it's sitting in their computer. A lot of people sitting got music in their phone. Put it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna actually see people fucking with you is you put that shit out. Put it out where it's presentable. Everybody see it. It's just not on Instagram.
Right.
Not just on SoundCloud. Not just on Spotify. Every medium has that.
Put it out. Put it out. Nah, that's Jules right there. Would you change anything at all about your career? Would you do anything?
No, I wouldn't change nothing because a lot of the things that I'm able to post that's on my page was only because of just that fast work. And yeah, I would like to change a lot more people buying the shit. You know what I'm saying? I would like to change how big of a vehicle we can have to drive this shit through the industry and be able to drop it off to every stop that we can do. And that's all the distribution companies, that's all the labels, you know. So that's what I would change. I would change this how much I would want people to take it in, you know, and like everybody, you want more sales as much as you can, but it's also what I put out. So as much as I want to give back, I got to put out there to get back. So it's a hand on hand thing. Just as much as I want the sales people want good music from us, from myself, and that's why I've been trying to take my time looking at a lot of the things that maybe not to run through because I'm not trying to go nowhere no time soon, but I will make sure that in between these projects, there's other things happening. So there's a lot to keep you busy. So I would think that for me, there's more work, you know, being more consistent and just getting out to the rest of it. I can get back into Canada now, so I can go back there. All my record stuff is clean, so nobody can turn me back, turn me away. I will be in Toronto very soon, so I'll be putting up info to let people know when that's going to be big booking. I'll probably be with my man Ghetto Sox from Halifax, good brother right there. So that'll be soon. So I'm just wanting to be big.
Word. Yo, is there anything else that you have like a real passion for outside of hip hop? Like,
Yeah.
like, I guess if you almost second part to that question is like, what would you be doing if you weren't doing this?
All right. So it's funny you say that. I was in radiology, file clerk.
Oh yeah.
In my other life, and that was something I wanted to dive into, but not so hard because I knew what I was doing was boring. So I was going to go to radiology school. I knew how to read all the reports to the doctors very clearly, and if I had to go back to that, I would because I had a lot of skill in that. But my other ventures, I'm an artist. I cut hair. I'm a DJ. So a lot of these things come into play when you just having that work ethic. So yeah, I would probably be in my secret life. I would probably be an R&B DJ. I would let, because there's a lot of other stuff that we can put up on the throwback, but if I do that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, my man is in personal folder right now," and y'all will be shocked of these things that I play on my own when I'm not listening to hip hop. I'm an '80s cat. I'm listening to all the Kashi, 52nd Street, and that's the way it's been. You can go on for days and days, but if I had to shift over into the DJ world, I would be go into that. But you know, that's just in another life. It's like how you got the wedding singer at the piano. I'll be at the turntable playing all the '80s joints. So Evelyn Champagne King and just a little bit of everything. So I might send some throwbacks your way, you know, just to get into that a little bit. But yeah, that would be me.
Okay, Sabri dying on the show. Shit. Yeah, nah, for that's dope though, yo. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has many sides, and it's like, you know, always say on IG or whatever, you know, and you are very calculated in what you put out, you know what I mean, online, as everyone should be, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we put a lot of joy. Look, the way this shit is now, bro, you can say one little slip up and they taking your shit down. And
Done.
so I try to see, all they see is like, oh, he's just a guy that's doing, yep, I'm just pushing my little career step by step, day by day.
Yeah,
Posting up.
tail between your legs, apologizing for some shit and all kinds of shit. So,
Yeah,
um, yeah,
I'm trying to get you, but look, I almost got it. I don't know what I was doing. I responded to something and they gave me a warning and I hit the button and didn't realize what I did. And I think I just took it down. I would hate for them to try to flag me on stuff I'm doing. But the only thing that's on my page is myself.
you don't want to get on their radar, man. Trust
Right.
me. I'm on my 7th page, so you don't want to do that.
I'm on my second. So anybody that's putting up, I seen my man lose everybody today that's on here. That other page is hacked.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
page is hacked. So y'all see them hacked. That's the last thing I put up there. August, something like 2 years ago. So follow me on this page. That you see me on there now, and the other page is defunct. That shit is
Yeah.
dead.
Leave that shit alone. I got some wild questions here, just jumping around. G.I. Joe or Transformers?
I would like to see that, but
I'm saying, like, which one would you take head to head? Who you
man,
who you go?
Transformers,
Why?
Transformers, because it had more of a childhood impact on me than G.I. Joe. You know, that was more or less, you know, I liked everybody that was on there, but when I first saw Transformers, that changed my whole shit around. Because I was confused when I saw jets on there and trucks, and then I see Robotech with half jet and feet. I'm like, okay, what's going on? But Transformers, you saw this shit every day after school. So when you running home from school, the episodes of the cartoon that come on at 4 o'clock, I was indebted into that. So Transformers all day.
4 o'clock joint. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. I asked Apathy the same question. We got him, and he said G.I. Joe. He was just like, yo, I was poor. I had to pick. He's like, we couldn't do both. He said we couldn't fuck with both. So like, I was like, I couldn't rock both. So he was like, so just with G.I. Joe. He's like a big crazy G.I. Joe collection in his lab. Like, you got the aircraft fucking there, everything crazy.
Yeah, I had a lot of stuff like, but I had a lot of Star Wars men. I had He-Man figures and my cousins. So I was into a lot of different stuff.
We
And I
need
had Transformers and
to
shit
throw
too.
this out there in the atmosphere and sprinkle it out like Pixie does. We need an Apathy Elder Sensei something like.
Oh yeah, we talked about it about something. We don't get
I
into it.
don't want to hear no talk, man. Like,
Nah, it's in the beat. It's in the beat. Like, look, get at him. I'll get at him too.
all right, I'm gonna make this shit happen. I mean, it ain't gotta be nothing crazy. I mean, let's start with a single song, like, you know what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying. But yeah, man, that needs to happen. Damn, that needs to happen.
With
But
that.
you agree with me, man? That needs to happen. For real. I got GI Joe and Transformers. Yo, anything with Tame on the way? Do we talk about? I don't know if you
Oh
what
yeah,
other
I can talk about more of that too.
huh?
So the last album we did, No Expiration Date, y'all can expect to see some remixes from this last album. Yeah, we're gonna do a whole. It's gonna be a whole totally different vibe from the first one. Salute the Buck. This record is gonna be a treat for a lot of cats. You know, 10 joints of how everybody else in their vision beat wise made these songs happen now. There's a whole different vibe to it. So that's what I mean. Like, even though I couldn't, and I thought about changing my verses, but because Tim couldn't change this, and he's not here to do that. I figured let me just keep it regular and keep it on the same vibe and just change the track. And this is what I mean about remixing. This changes the song, even though a lot of people heard the version that Theory has it did the way I feel, and was like, yo, this is a new song. Like, no, it's the same song you heard with the other versions, just a different beat. So that's happening very soon. I'm gonna keep it a secret who's doing tracks on those, but I'm giving chances for cats that people don't hear. So this is what's gonna make it dope as well too. It's, familiar cats that we know, but there's new people too, and we got some legends that are doing some remixes. So y'all gonna stay tuned to that. But like I said, the kick beat joint, y'all gonna hear some insane music on there where it's like if we had the opportunity to do a whole different record, and I understood what Tane meant to me when he said to me like yo, these is dope, but we gotta get into the. I knew what he was talking about when he said going deep. So some of these songs y'all gonna hear is what we talking about as far as going in deep in these songs. So kick beat gonna have a whole damn platter for y'all, and I kid you not, y'all gonna love this record. He's mixing and mastering it right now, along with this remix album. The legacy is intact. Anybody that's ever gonna question anything I'm doing right now with a lot of the stuff that y'all don't even know about, y'all gonna be happy. A lot of y'all gonna be happy because me and Sam didn't do a whole bunch of it ain't a lot of songs laying on the floor. So the songs that y'all gonna hear, probably the last song he did. These are the last songs he did with me. I know Sam did a lot of music with a lot of other people, but when it came to doing records with me, I'm always gonna uphold the tradition of y'all knowing what our music sound like when we was together and when we not together. So it was left in my hands, but doing it with other people that understand what I'm saying as well and what I want them to present to me in these projects. So don't worry about nothing when if he was here right now and he heard these songs, he would feel even more than what he felt with Buck. Because these songs we was doing along with other music, no different than the K Slade joint I posted today. We did that. I told okay, I see him doing other I saw him getting into it. And I hit him up on IG. I was like, yo, look, you need to have us on that. Because I see he have a lot of Jersey MCs on it, but we didn't make none of them yet. So he was like, yo, you serious? I was like, yo, bro, you from where we from. You right. So me and Tane need to be, I forced us on there. He's like, look, I'm going to send you the track. But he said, can you get it done in like less than a week? We had that shit done in 2 days. Oh. Then he's like, yo, can you record the video? The same week, this man came to Jersey. We shot that, what I posted today. And we did maybe like 2 tapes, maybe 3. But he let Tane see what we look like because he wanted Tane to be more into it. Once Tane saw the playback, he was like, oh, damn. I think now, yeah, I'm going to grab you up a little bit more. But that's where the energy came from because he saw what he looked like. And Tane was even shocked that we was even doing it. He was like, how did you do this? I'm like, I hit him up. I said, why not? Like, we needed to be on there. I watched 50, I saw 100. When I saw this, I was like, we got to be on it. So once he filmed it, and then I didn't hear from him again. But I was happy that people reached out to me. But I still had the files for the person because I know they were still trying to do it. So we coordinated with them. Sent them all the stuff they needed. We sent the files back. Vocals came back. When I saw that video, I was just like, wow. Like, to see everybody else that was on there, it was a moment for me where I really was happy that me and Tane was a part of something like that because not a lot of times we got to be a part of a lot of things like that.
That's dope.
But I knew that was the most streeted shit that I can see us on.
Right.
To get to see how the reaction of everybody. I saw people that was shocked when we came on screen because it was after he passed. So a lot of people was like, wow, like yeah, look, that was the last recorded video he did before he passed. Wow. So I try to tell people to take that to heart because these are his last moments.
That's wild, yo. So I got 8 minutes because I got to jump on another show with my
Yeah.
man. But I want you to share, if you can, real quick. You sent me something in the DM and was like kind of
Oh
hating.
yeah, let's go. Let's real quick, real quick.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
gotta make sure.
I know
So go ahead.
I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna be quick. I know y'all see this Croswell video pop up. This song he got, this and Lauren. I'm
Who?
tell you, Croswell.
Yeah.
It's the biggest player I ever met in my life when it comes to this rap shit. All right. He's not really an MC. That's why y'all don't hear no music from him other than the booty. I can tell y'all this story. This dude was in the hood, where we from, Southport Avenue. Pros was getting a haircut. Pros getting a haircut. And he's my man Sweat. Anybody that know my man Sweat, the barber from Mitch Barbershop on Southport Avenue in Dover Street. Maybe Longfellow, Southport Avenue. He's in there getting a haircut. He got a Jeep parked outside. Came goes in the barbershop, and he stands in front of the bride.
Who pulled?
Looks at him.
Who pulled in the barbershop?
This my man Mitch
Okay.
barbershop. And this is like in the 90s. This is when Fuji was super hot. Came, walked in there, stood in front of Bravo while he getting his cut. He's like, "What you doing? What you want?" Yo, Came, looked at him, walked outside, stood in front of the Jeep, did a real big two like a girl, spit on his Jeep. Yo, this nigga came outside with his cape on, still on his neck, acting like he gonna fight. Ain't nothing hot. Another story. Lauren, if you look at the Dabby Head video, me and James standing next to Lauren in the video when it's the cycle part. Me and James standing next to her. We only was in that video because she asked us to come. Well, he knows, Prize knows he's there. He has to go to the bank. We take him to the bank. And the whole ride down there, he talking about how he just manifested, Ron manifested. Me and James looking at this nigga. I said, nigga, you ain't manifesting shit. Because you the least out of the group. And you can see, I started doing the LAX one time. I see him. I'm saying, what up? He's over here, at the counter. But then this is after he did some homeless thing. Like he tried to play a homeless man in the special. He wanted to see how it is to live homeless. That shit was trash. Because you probably was on your way to that. So he see me. I'm waving to him. And he looked at me like, shook his head no. I started walking over to him, and he started damn near running away from me. On this dude. But then to see this today, my brother, don't get it too twisted because you are not the one people come to see. Was never the one people wanted to see. Your man was a dancer, and he used to dance with my man Slinky and Sensation in the hip hop room on Friday and Saturdays too. So when I see him with them and he's running, I'm like, this dude they could be this. And he in the group, and he Ramen said when. So for him to make a song, this and Lauren, and you see this today, I'm just like, dude, you are the least of the group that people give a fuck about. So let's give him his flowers of deceasedness because he don't need to be talking about nothing on the mic. For all the years he been in action and always had a scheme in some way of doing what the hell he been doing. So yeah, we take peace to that dude.
So on that note, thank you for those stories. I was like, okay, I know some of the things I'm gonna be posting. Dope. Yo, so yeah, I definitely want to touch on that since you said it to me because I said I ain't seen you like heated like that.
I was like when I saw that. I saw that on my friend Kim Talk to Girl Wonder page. And Lauren just had a class reunion at her high school this past weekend. So to hear this song from him today, and I don't know if we went to the same school, graduated a year after, but my man gives no love. He giving this nigga no energy.
So hour went by fast. We got to get out of here because I got my man Save the Hip Hop Culture was talking about this breaking shit in the Olympics next, and we talking some stuff. So thank you as always, man. This cat's got mad shit going on. The joint Ment Plus just came in. The joint with Ment Plus. No Expiration Date remix.
Expiration Date remix album coming soon.
Yep.
Kick Beats compilation. Every damn body gonna be on it. Y'all gonna see this very soon. So stay tuned to that.
Working. This is the page to follow. Rock with us, carrying the culture on the YouTube channel, everything, all that. You know what I'm saying? All of our builds are there. This will be up on the YouTube. We'll get some clips up.
Yeah.
Salute to everybody rocking.
Already don't know what's going on in the streets, but it's stuff
So it's
happening.
wilding out
But
there.
nah,
It's loud out there.
that's probably some ambulance fire truck, but we good, we good.
Summer, man. It's still summertime, so you know how it gets. So thanks, brother, man. It's good. It's
What's
good to
up,
talk.
brother?
We have to chat and see what your schedule is. Shows coming up. Anything?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to LA August 22nd to 27th to do some work out there. My man Random, we shooting a song for this video we got called Chill. So I'll see y'all out there in about a week or so.
Word. We about to get out of here before the Instagram cut us off. Thank you, brother. I will talk to you
No
soon,
doubt,
family.
man.
Peace. Always
Peace.
one salute.